right, Scott and I are over here. We're gonna be walking along the river soon, but we wanted to show you, this was our old neighborhood. When we first moved in together, we lived on the street. If you see where the palm trees run in a row, that street to the right is Center Street, and that's where we first had our first apartment together. And we used to come down here to New Brooklyn Tavern and hang out. It's really for young people, it's not for us old folks. And there's a couple other little bars along here, but this whole area is getting, what is it called? Brought back to life.
Yeah.
They've completely remodeled the buildings at the end next to the funeral home and down. And I think as it goes, they're doing them remodels. Cafe Strudel, my favorite place to go, used to be in that building. Now that's an art gallery. 116th State is an espresso and wine bar. I'm not sure what Reserve is at the next little store, but then this whole end of the block here is Bonaterra or Terra. And our son actually worked there for a while as a dishwasher.
And there's our used bookstore there on the corner.
Yeah, on the opposite corner is Ed's Editions. It's a used bookstore. And I'm going to turn now and let you see the capital of South Carolina is Columbia, and it's beyond that building all the way over that way on the other side of the river. But I'll zoom you in.
Zoom in on the old mill, State Museum.
Yeah, the building right here in the front that I zoomed in on, that's the South Carolina State Museum, and they have a observatory inside.
And that used to be, that was the first electric cotton mill in the United States. And there's a small hydroelectric plant runs off of a canal that runs parallel to the river. So this is a very historic area. This is the old mill village that was associated with the cotton mill. This is known as Mill Hill.
Yeah, let me come back out and I'll show you a little bit of Mill Hill.
I've always kind of liked it. Like Pawleys Island, this part of town is sort of arrogantly shabby.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a real low-key lifestyle here.
These houses are probably, what, 100 or so years old or more?
Yeah, yeah. And those were probably ordered out of a catalog by the mill. They were probably craftsman homes.
Yeah. Let's see, what else can we show them over that way?
There's our pretty bridge, the Gervais
Street. Yeah, the Gervais Street Bridge down there. Or some people call it the Pretty Bridge because it's the stonework or concrete work on it is so pretty, and the arches underneath.
You can get an idea of heading to this area. This retaining wall, you know, it's all solid paper bricks. It's some soft bricks, so this retaining wall has probably been here 100 years.
Yeah.
Revitalizing this area, I think it's pretty neat.
It is. It's wonderful. We kind of miss living over here. We were close to everything.
Yeah.
Motorcycles. The church steeple that you see in the far over that way, Scott's brother and his wife were married there, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the Lutheran church?
That's either the Lutheran church or...
That might be a
that's the Lutheran.
That's the
St. Peter's is off to the left.
But that's where his brother and his wife were married years before we got married.
A long time ago.
And I'm gonna cut you off and the camera's wanting to identify the lady on the billboard.
We'll get back with you.
We'll get back with you.
We'll see what we can get into.
All right, we're walking back down toward the river, and I thought we'd show you a couple things. Across the street here is Al's Upstairs Italian.
Yum, 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 yum.
And we've tried for the entire time we've been married to go there for our anniversary in May. And what happens is our anniversary is right by Mother's Day and South Carolina, University of South Carolina graduation ceremony. So the city is full of parents, and it fills up with all of that, either taking mom out or their child out. So we need to make a reservation and try it, because it's been a while. Scott went to school with Al, so we're interested to go and check out his restaurant. I'm gonna put you toward Columbia now.
Oh, the State House.
Yeah, and the big copper dome you see right there, that's the South Carolina State House. Next to it, the tallest building in Columbia, which used to be the AT&T building, but now it's the BB&T building. And I'm not sure what the building is with the round on the top of it. Do you know what that building is?
I think that's Bank of America.
That's the Bank of America?
Yeah.
So
now, our State House, there's still scars in the granite where General Sherman's troops shelled Columbia and shelled the State House.
Yep, and they've got the stars to mark where the cannonballs hit.
Yep, so if you're interested in history, the Civil War happened right here, and so did our Revolutionary War along the coast.
Oh, and in front of that is Adelaide Flour that has been here
over 100 years.
Over 100 years. And you can actually buy large bags of flour there.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna, oh, Al smells so good. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Okay, so now we're down by the Riverwalk, and I thought I'd show you the pretty bridge again.
Down by the lazy river.
All right, we're gonna walk a while.
And one of them.
God bless you. The lights are just coming on the bridge, and they used to be gas lamps where someone would come out and light them every night, but they've been electric for years. It's just real pretty.
And here's the remnants of the old bridge.
Oh yeah. That's the old bridge there. And the new bridge. Old bridge, new bridge.
Prior to that, there were ferries.
And then ferries were before that. So.
Oh, you can still see the foundation.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna walk a bit, and then maybe the lamps will be on all the way when we come back through, and I'll add another video. All right, we're back, and the lights are coming on the bridge over there. I don't know if you can see them. I'll zoom in a little bit. And they're just real pretty at night. So I'll record for a little bit as we're walking. So it'll be wobbly.
A wobbly video.
A wobbly video. I guess I need one of those poles that keep it balanced.
That has a cantilever counterbalance on the bottom.
Got some people coming. I'm just going to point you toward the river for now.
I saw some plans online how to make that. I can't remember where it was.
Oh. We noticed there's a lot of students down here trying to refresh from a hard Monday or a rough weekend.
In a moment you'll see they set up their hammocks in the trees, and they hang around inside their hammocks, unwind with their electronic things plugged into their heads. Which I'd rather listen to the birds and
the water. Oh, I wanted to show y'all. There's these paintings. See the fox? Actually, that's probably the wolves. The wolves are knocking at your door on that pipe over there. Isn't that neat? There's, I don't know what those are. What are those concrete things? Are they like a vent or what?
It's a vent for the sewer system. For the sewage pipes.
But they all got paintings on them. Sounds like an ambulance.
Yeah, you never can quite get away from the sounds of the city.
A few minutes ago, 2 blue herons flew over. I wish I could have got that on.
I love it still.
Yeah, Scott is obsessed with this stump. He thinks
it's so neat how the water's eroded away.
Well, there's also been beaver damage. That's been chewed on by a beaver too.
Yeah.
But the river does come up and cover this walkway from time to time. And that's the ugly bridge. Not pretty at all.
It looks real gentle, this river, but if you look at the size of these timbers that's lifted up and deposited on the stones out there, it can be quite powerful when it's up. Oh, cyclist.
Cyclist.
Oh,
Beep, 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 beep.
I think that was a whole family.
yes.
And the little one was the most respectful, beeping at us.
Yes, it was.
Almost stepped in some dog poo.
Not doggy, dude. Hey, oh.
Scott and I agree that if we ever had to move away, this would be something we'd miss immensely.
Yeah, this would be the one thing I really miss a lot is this walk. Are the kids? Oh, the kids are in their hammocks up here.
That's the thing about living in a university, next to a university town or city.
I can see how that would appeal to one when you're
In your
19,
20s.
20.
Yeah. Oh, he finally got his girlfriend in the hammock.
Yeah, oh, that's good. She fell out on her bum.
It's like everybody that really knows you knows you.
And of course, all the young women are fully engrossed into conversations about him. Trying to figure him out.
Yeah. Oh, here's another one of those like concrete riser things with a painting on it. I think that's supposed to be just a little cave at the bottom.
My advice to the young women trying to figure out him is don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. Sometimes men can be quite vacuous. There may not be a whole lot to discover there.
All right, let me back out a little bit because I'm pretty tight. There you go. The bridge looks pretty, as always, but the lights are coming on. I was telling them earlier that these used to be gas lamps.
Gas works just used to be just over there where the old plastic was.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're losing light. I'm gonna let you go. I'm also losing power. Bye.
Wow.
Not sure how long this will last because the battery is about dead. But we're back to our car, and I thought I'd show you one more shot of Columbia at night. I guess everybody's going to dinner. Scott and I eat dinner a lot earlier because I have to go to bed so early to get up so early. But just thought I'd let you see it one more
Chariot,
time.
the Roachmobile awaits.
The Roachmobile is waiting. Talk to y'all later. Bye.